So welcome inside the German Mercedes-Benz factory. The automotive industry has traditionally been male-dominated. On average, only 15% of women work in automotive factories globally. The lowest proportion of women work on assembly lines in Asian car factories. In Europe, the share of women in car factories rose to 22% last year and even to the 25% in the United States. You're now watching this German worker who manually creates 3 holes and clicks the chrome Mercedes logo into them. She works with care and attention to ensure the highest possible quality of these luxury cars. Last year, 2.4 million Mercedes-Benz cars were sold worldwide. Last year, nearly 100 million cars were produced in car factories around the world. Nearly 10 million of those were in the United States. As you can see right now, European car factories are much cleaner and there is more work discipline. For the American automotive job market, unions are strong, so employees can come to work wearing whatever clothes they want. Please let me know in the comments section below the video which position you would most like to work alongside which of these female workers. This is what a dual-clutch transmission manual assembly plant looks like at the German factory near Stuttgart. But now you're looking at an American factory where Nissan cars are assembled for the American market. United Auto Workers is an American labor union that represents workers in the United States. Together, they have nearly 400,000 members and are an important element of working conditions in U.S. auto plants. This female worker at the Porsche factory checks the quality of the welded bodywork. The production processes and procedures at this German Porsche factory are of the highest standard, which is the reason for the high purchase price of these cars. At all workstations in the factories, workers carry out their work in teams. Right now, you're watching quality control. Women are very often employed in final quality control. They have a great eye for detail and observation of car body irregularities. Wiring and assembly of the vehicle interior is always done manually. Robots are not suitable for these tasks. Now you are watching the polishing and final quality control in this illuminated tunnel with white LED lights. This is the latest 6th generation of the Audi A6. This model is an executive car produced since 1994. This is the step-by-step assembly of the front dashboard. This assembly is carried out separately and delivered to the main assembly line as a single finished unit that fits completely inside the car. These 2 employees are preparing a battery cell to be placed in the chassis floor frame of a future Audi car. But now you're looking inside an American Toyota factory. In addition to its U.S. factories, Toyota also has one large factory in Ontario, Canada. The cars are assembled partly in the United States and partly in Canada. This is also why the car companies have an exemption to the 25% tariffs imposed by Trump. In American car factories, employees are usually paid hourly, and in Europe, they work on a permanent basis. Thanks to this manipulator arm, even heavy body parts can be carried by workers with any strength. The manipulator arm holds the entire weight of the heavy parts. The bodies of all cars are made up of several parts that are joined together in the welding shop to form a solid car body. Also in the Swedish Saab factory where Gripen fighters are made, there are beautiful female workers. This is the German factory again, this time of the car maker BMW. This female worker takes care of adjusting the lights and checking that the engine is working properly before taking the car outside on the test track for further testing. The BMW Group production network comprises over 30 production sites worldwide. The company has a global sales network in more than 140 countries. Last year, the BMW Group sold over 2.4 million passenger cars and more than 210,000 motorcycles worldwide. This is how the detailed output quality control of every BMW car is carried out. Workers in this part of the production process use several methods to detect any irregularities in the bodywork. At the end of the quality check, the workers go inside the car. Here, they will check the upholstery and the gaps between the doors and the bodywork. This is how the engine is installed in the Volvo XC90, a mid-size luxury SUV. This female worker is working inside the Swedish factory. And now you can again compare the American factory of the car maker Jeep. No mandatory dress code except for safety glasses. In this Turkish Hyundai car factory, this woman is working on assembling the steering wheel and wiring it into the front dashboard. This is how clay modeling looks like at the British luxury car factory Rolls-Royce. Workers at this Italian Ferrari factory must wear these red work uniforms at work. This forms their strong relationship with their employer. The Porsche Group has almost 45,000 employees worldwide. Most of them are employed on assembly lines in Germany. This is how the leather interior trim of Porsche cars is sewn. It is in this department that the workforce is predominantly female. Since the upholstery is handmade, the price of these cars is higher than the regular ones. This Toyota Motor Manufacturing Canada is located in Ontario. It has been in existence since 1985 and employs nearly 10,000 people. This is the main assembly of lights, bumpers, and other exterior parts of a Ford vehicle in the United States. These women work in a well-coordinated team. Although there is a great deal of prejudice, women can easily perform a wide range of assembly line activities. Thus, they should not be afraid to look at the websites of automobile factories and apply for jobs inside the automobile factories. It is proven that work teams that are composed of both men and women work more efficiently and work morale is higher. You are now watching the assembly of Volvo cars in Sweden. These Nordic countries have the highest number of blonde workers. I hope you enjoy this video and leave me a comment in the comments section below the video. All car companies offer a salary increase for long-term cooperation. If the workers perform their work diligently, reliably, and are loyal, they can look forward to a gradual increase in salary. Wiring seems like a difficult activity, but after training, this worker does her job easily and by heart. Once assembly is complete, this Hyundai car will be taken to the test circuit and then delivered to dealerships. Chevrolet cars are produced at this General Motors plant. This automaker produces a wide range of vehicles, from subcompact automobiles to medium-duty commercial truck. Henry Ford revolutionized the industry with the introduction of the assembly line in 1913. Since then, however, cars have been produced in a very similar way. In recent decades, however, robotization has increased. Right now, you are watching Japanese car factories that are renowned for their emphasis on high quality. Large national industries such as Japan are facing a shortage of female engineers. India's manufacturing workforce is growing following an increase in female participation. From Tata Motors to Wakal, women are driving progress. The major car companies are actively seeking to expand their workforce with a significant influx of women, aiming for 30% female representation. Jeep's main U.S. production hub is the Toledo Assembly Complex in Toledo, Ohio, which operates continuously since 1910 and employs over 6,000 people as of 2025. Located in Ontario, TMMC operates 3 plants, 2 in Cambridge, north and south, and 1 in Woodstock, west plant. Together, These facilities produce over 500,000 vehicles annually and employ more than 8,500 people. Originally focused on the Corolla, the Cambridge plants now build the Lexus RX and NX models, while the Woodstock plant produces the RAV4 and RAV4 hybrid. In recent years, BMW has actively increased the number of women in its global production workforce. At some plants, like BMW Group Plant Leipzig in Germany, women make up more than 20% of the assembly line workforce, a significant figure in a traditionally male-dominated field. BMW has focused on gender diversity in roles often assumed to be male-dominated, such as robotics operation, quality control, and logistics. Women at BMW are found across all areas of production, from engine assembly to welding and body shop operations. BMW invests in technical apprenticeships and scholarships for young women, encouraging careers in mechanics, engineering, and automotive technology. BMW factories in the U.S. and South Africa have seen increasing representation of women in production and leadership roles. Several female factory workers have been promoted into supervisory and technical specialist roles, showing a clear career path. Their pay structures, covering fixed and variable pay, are based on role, hours, experience, and performance. These are uniform at all sites, thanks to collective bargaining and annual equal pay audits. Mercedes-Benz has set a target of 30% women in senior management by 2030. As of end 2025, they've reached nearly 27% in senior roles. Impressively, 37.5% of the board of management, 3 out of 8 board members, are women. The Sindelfingen plant, one of Europe's biggest, employs some 20,500 production staff, and across Mercedes-Benz plants in Germany, there are on-site childcare, flexible schedules, and ergonomic workstations, all to support employees, including women. The company emphasizes intergenerational and inclusive production culture to improve ergonomics, knowledge flow, and career longevity. Mercedes-Benz Germany is actively reshaping its factory workforce culture by embedding gender diversity from the shop floor to the top leadership. With robust support programs, inclusive policies, and measurable targets, they're making the auto industry more accessible and equitable for female workers. At Porsche's German plants, female employees play essential roles in the saddlery and sewing workshops, crafting the high-end interiors that define the brand's luxury appeal. Most sewing specialists at Porsche are highly skilled, full-time professionals rather than trainees or temporary staff, enabling exceptional accuracy and craftsmanship. Women often work in quality control roles in car factories for a combination of historical, perceptual, and practical reasons, though these are shifting with time and are not inherently biological or ability-based. At the San Antonio, Texas plant, building Tundra and Tacoma, about 10% of maintenance roles are held by women, up from near zero decades ago. Across Toyota Motor North America, women make up 24% of the overall workforce, including 26% of managers and 23% at the executive level.